In today's video, we're going to take a look at Microsoft, and a while back I had a time and price resistance decision. I'm not going to recreate it right now, but there was some symmetry and some other key price relationships and timing, and we did start to see at least a little bit of a pullback that we were going to consider looking at for a buy entry. But what ended up happening is we did not quite pull back into that area of support I was interested in. But as an alternate, we knew that if we cleared the time and price resistance that we put in here, that we were more likely to resume the rally in earnest in Microsoft and head towards the target up at 122.22. We're not quite there yet. So what's another entry that we can look at? And this is where, I look for secondary entries, because you certainly don't want to be a buyer up at these levels and to risk underneath here. But if we can set up a pullback, we can really tighten up the parameters where we can define our risk underneath the key price relationships, including the symmetrical projections. Okay, and there's one right there. This prior high to low, $5.21. This high to low, $5.30. Very similar in price. Now we would have also this swing that comes in just a little bit lower at 115.11, and then let's try this one, this high to this low. Actually, we went through that that high-end support, but we're on top of this key symmetry support right here. Now that's all you need actually for a trade setup, because symmetry by itself is a setup. I typically like to see that there are other overlapping price relationships, but we don't always get those. But here, let's see, we're not that far away from a 50% of a prior swing, and let's see where this extension comes in. If you take this low to this high, yeah, so then there's the 1272 extension also overlaps that that symmetry support. So bottom line, this is another area to define risk against. Let's just get rid of this one here so you can see this a little bit better. So right now you could be long, or look at the buy side, look at intraday pullbacks to get involved, as long as price holds above this 114.85 to 115.67 area. And as far as the initial upside target, it's probably going to overlap the ultimate target, number 1, off of this last low. So we're going to take this high to this low, run the extension, see where that comes in, this high to this low. Yeah, it overlaps so well that you can barely even see it. So there's a 1272 extension of the smaller swing that pretty much overlaps the other 122 target. If that area is cleared, then the next target comes in at 124.09. And what's most important, when am I wrong? I'm wrong if it breaks the cluster. If it breaks the cluster, I don't want to be in on the buy side anymore. Okay, so you have risk definition, you have potential upside targets, and let's see what it does next week.